Pretty happy with when I saw the Slark. I was like, okay, I think I want a Dawnbreaker carry. I know the panel was saying, you know, like, hey, let's actually play that in lane and have an off-lane Dawnbreaker. But I feel like carry Dawnbreaker actually matches up really well against Slark.
In theory,
you want to write 21-year-old.
Get to the later levels where your Starbreaker just starts to chunk him.
Tons
you don't care
of
if he's ulted, you don't care if
on
he's
his
hitting, you
island.
just fucking hammer him back. And see you later, kid. You know, so I always have faith in Dawnbreaker to win late games if she gets to the 5-6 slot territory. She's just a monster.
Why would Gaben want a 6-year-old wife on the island with him?
Cares about too much. That said, though, that's kind of the game plan for OG.
Are you stupid?
The prod and poke, right? That's where Slark thrives. You go on a hero, he jumps in, gets some stacks, resets. If you get some random ags off the Rosh, it changes the hero a lot.
Chat.
So this hero has some tricks up his sleeve. It's a very interesting game.
3 very slippery heroes in that regard, right? They've got Quap, Slark, and Dark Willow, and then even Mars. He may not be the fastest hero, but he does go Blink Dagger, and also his Rena can sometimes function as a nice disengage, particularly against, you know, Stampede. I am, you know, it's just everybody's talking about it. Word's out on the street, man. This new cart ability. Everybody's playing around with it. Do you feel like it's actually good? That we're actually going to be seeing it here? I mean, it looks amazing with, like, certain hero combos. I'm not sure if I see that combo here, though.
I think, you know, in some lower MMR brackets, it's probably pretty good and competitive. I'm not convinced yet. I want to see it in action. It depends who you're carding.
What if you could grab the Phoenix and the Phoenix eggs, and you can still carry the egg around?
Does that still break the game? I was told that if you do that, the game literally breaks. So I guess if things are going rough, you know, load up the egg, crash the game. Oh, it's unfortunate.
Oh, man, sorry, guys. We're going to have to remake.
You never know. It sounds like
Puppy playing combo. Dirty.
Jesus.
It wouldn't be the first time. Some puppy pauses, some puppy eggs.
Oh, Puppy wasn't happy about that call out last time. I'm not sure if you'll appreciate it this time.
Yuragi not appreciating early stuns, man. Rezo just used his entire mana pool pretty much. His early waves, trying to gain the early advantage. Not a bad idea versus Slark.
Yes, they are.
It is going to cost him here in the short term, but again, his goal is just to get the Vanguard, right? If he's applying early HP pressure to this Slark where Chen can't help him, he gets to a super fast Vanguard. These Vanguard heroes are innately good versus Chen. He can't really interact with them that well. You might get to a point where you can just force this Slark off the lane, level 4 or 5. That's Secret's goal in this lane, and if they get to that, their game flow is going to be amazing.
Now, you were convinced that this hero is crazy good right now, the Treant Protector. And it did get a buff as well in this patch. I'm not sure if that was the reason you think it's so good, but the level 1 armor actually doubled from 3 to 6.
Yeah, he insta-skilled it.
Yeah.
So where's he been throwing it? I guess he's just throwing it on Crystallis because he's getting beat down by this Mars. I think this spell is insanely good on paper. Like 6 armor for a level 1 spell that you can keep as a value point. Insanely good. We're definitely going to see Puppy throwing around this game.
Do you think that is the plan, to keep it as a value point?
We'll see. I've seen Puppy do these, you know, 2-0-2 builds even before the spell got buffed. I think it's a route you can go if he feels like he just wants to play a slower game. They don't need the extra damage. I think this hero's very versatile, and I do think he's underplayed a little. I think the shard on this Treant hero is underrated a little bit as well. And might be something we see later. You get invis, you get scouting, you get an extra stun. It's a lot of damage. Secret needs as much lockdown as they can get this game, right? That's how you're going to deal with the Quap. You're going to deal with the Slark.
It's going to be a hard egg game.
Just don't put it all on Nisha's back.
Going to easily kill it.
This could be a problem Secret faces. How much lifting can this Void Spirit do? He's their best form of lockdown for Quap. Right. Outside of Overgrowth. But Overgrowth doesn't last forever.
And how is that matchup going? Because it's something that the panel was talking about, whether or not you go Dissimulate in order to try and dodge some of the Shadow Strikes. We do see an early level Dissimulate, and BZM also win 2 levels of the Shadow Strike. So if done effectively, might be able to win that matchup. But it looks like the aggression does finally catch Puppy out. Amar gets the first blood.
So the downside of this armor build is you don't have the early leash seed points, which is really where Treant can try and punish the lane and gain an advantage. So you're kind of playing for the other lanes, do some pulls. Puppy will pay the price. He's happy to refill mid though. You know, nice little bottle trip. Get the remnant pull. No blink on this Quap actually.
Ooh, dangerous. He's just also a little bit low, but with the living armor, might just let him live. Ooh, Dissimulate to the side. Does manage to get it. Puppy secures the last hit and will push Taiga out of the lane as well.
What could you do, brother?
You know, gave away the first blood, but his rotation after the fact may have been even more impactful.
That's a huge kill. Anytime you can skew this mid-match versus Quap, you're going to be super happy to do so, especially considering how much of a playmaker Nisha's going to have to be this game. They did some quick math. They saw, you know, hey, that screen, that dagger, did a lot of damage. No blink. Run him down and punch him down.
Oh, accidentally ran into another one of those brambles. Nisha will be fine. He's got a water rune and everything, but it's just unfortunate how much damage he took there.
Get some living armor help, you know, secure that flag bear.
Heal.
Fighting it back out. Yuragi forced to jump away. As I feel like this Phoenix is going to be one of the big heroes of this patch. I think it was already like kind of good the last patch, and then it just got buffed even more this one.
He's struggling, help him.
Especially with maybe some other key support heroes being underleveled. Dissimulate.
Nisha, he's got a fairy fire still.
With the water rune, might be able to fight this one out a little bit longer.
Still no blink on the quad.
Still got some bottle charges. He will back out though. Puppy maybe thought Nisha was going to keep it going, but they're both going to retreat now. Maybe Taiga, maybe they can go again after all those heals came through. Nisha is looking pretty healthy now with the bottles being thrown in. Missed the Ether Remnant. That surely would have been a kill on Taiga otherwise. Still gets it though.
He doesn't have
and even clips some damage onto BZM as well.
This Treant armor is doing mad work in these early river fights. Just Puppy's leveling it, extra 8 armor and 4 regen for this Void Spirit. The amount of sustain it's done for him in this entire last minute or two is crazy.
Yeah, certainly.
And I mean, Crystallis isn't really suffering. He's just getting solo XP. They can't really punish him top because the Willow rotated mid. I think Secret's pretty happy with these last few minutes here. Big question is, again, can Rezo force this Slark out of bottom before he just gets to sit here and get 6? At the current rate, it looks unlikely.
Looks like
so
a very
OG's
good
going to be pretty
Slark
happy
game.
with that. Anytime you can keep this Slark on lane, get him to a fast level 6.
Maybe if
not
I
get him
use
stuck
Arcs,
in that
be
loop
annoying.
of, you know, I can't go here, guys, where do I go?
Yeah.
That's the best game flow for this hero. And he is kind of the linchpin of this OG lineup. At some point, this Slark is what they're fighting around.
Nice little dodge there from Zions. Diving away from the pounce that, if it landed, certainly would have been a kill. Looks like Nisha managed to grab the regen rune away from BZM. Another big win for the mid laner of Team Secret.
Yeah, he's doing amazing in this lane. Tree armor helping quite a bit. But he's still doing very well for a matchup that's proven to be very
Can't
troublesome.
egg card and the egg cannot be hit. I am unaware.
Yeah, I mean, his CS-wise,
I'm sure someone in chat knows.
early on was,
Anyone in chat knows?
looking pretty formidable until they got into all those fights. Crystallis level 5. So we are, because of, as you were talking about, all the solo levels that he was getting, we are going to see an early level 6, which could be pretty impactful, especially
He
with
lost the regen?
Void Spirit.
Wouldn't be surprised to potentially try and use it bottom. Again, Rezo has his Vanguard double ROP.
Nisha fighting BZM now that he's got his level 6.
And another
challenging the Queen of Pain. Almost grabbed him with the Remnant, but BZM blinks away first.
I think OG has to be careful about this Donald here. I mean, BZM has to go to base, so maybe he's not too worried. Yuragi, definitely think about it a little bit. It would be an expensive rotation for Crystallis to commit this ult and head towards bottom, but he's going to skill it here. Yuragi. Watch out, son.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Actually doesn't have the mana quite yet.
Sure, that's not going to be overused.
He does have a soul ring, so he could do it at any point in time.
Ooh, courier kill too. Extra little net worth.
Yeah, lost the Sage's mask.
I'm doing fine.
They're going to go for the arena kill.
But look at the arena nerf. It does no damage level 1.
Gets the brambles immediately afterwards. Crystallis does
It legitimately
look
does
pretty
no
tanky,
damage.
though, and OG's
75
going to
level
have
1.
to give up on that. Bit of a push.
Wasn't it like 150 when it was
armor
released?
helping out.
Yeah, I mean, this living armor has paid off so many dividends. It's won the mid lane. It's saved Crystallis now. And
DB is old
bottom
now.
lane just hasn't needed it.
She's keeping back. She says, "Hello, I have it ready. I
now
want
he
to
really
kill."
wants to use this ult somewhere if he
She
can.
doesn't want to walk
Maybe
somewhere.
mid lane.
She wants to kill.
Bottoms. Look at mid as well.
I mean, it's super hard.
Yeah, so instead of
They would
running
have
back,
to
you see here,
perfectly time.
He doesn't
He would
wanna
have
run,
to
she wants
drop
like,
it,
"Hello."
and then they would have
But
to
the
hit
enemy
the
are
Ether
aware,
Remnant, I think, in
okay.
order to get the chains done.
Yeah, he's just going to have to walk
definitely
back
aware.
out the base.
Yeah, and the other option is going on a Slark who's level 6. Doesn't sound
It would be extremely painful. You're a big guy. For you.
to land the Ether Remnant, pull back in, but again, the chain stun just doesn't last long enough. They should be able to get the kill onto...
And the TP cancel.
yeah, he will be able to get
minus
that.
100.
Decent value. Probably the best he's going to get in this situation. Like, I don't think he's going to get one of those 2 core kills like you're saying. Happy to pick up a support on a TP out. It's Taiga off the map for a decent amount of time here. And of course, frees up some space for this tree in top, who, if there's one support in the world who likes to clean up some waves, it's probably Puppy. And he might be pretty high level.
Yeah, and
Slark is doing
Train
fine.
Protector is probably one of the best heroes to do so, right? You get more and more
Oh
levels
shit!
of living armor.
How is
maybe
Amar
you get
always
more
having
levels of
like
Nature's
good
Grasp, and you
lanes?
can farm waves either way.
Why is it Amar always
It's
have
a
like
hero
super
that
good laning stage?
really takes advantage of that soul. Triple Bracer Soul Ring. Now that's a build.
Is it just great?
A man's build right there.
Just,
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I mean, that's signaling he wants to fight early and fight often, right?
Yeah.
Alliance
You're
always
not building
lose to
bracers
lane.
to necessarily hit the jungle too much. You want to use them to exert your extra HP pool, extra base damage, and slap some heroes.
Jumping onto Taiga. He just showed back up into lane, dodges the dissimilate
Here's that
hits,
Mars
but they
TP.
do have the stampede.
like
Nisha
that,
won't be able
bro.
to find Taiga. He's hidden to the right. Uh-oh, now Arena, a spear catches Nisha, and he will pay the price. Trying to dive in. No, speaking of dives,
Ooh.
Zayats goes for that
Drive
kill
by
as well,
and
and will
enough.
also be punished as OG showing up with a full crew to get 2 kills.
Putting the bracers to use there, the extra right clicks.
Yeah.
Nisha had full wand. That Treant armor almost saved him. He pops it, he might get out there.
Oh, they
Puppy
know
trying to
Puppy's
contest
here.
the rune. Bold rune contest, sir.
Yeah, and if they can get the angle for a spear here, yeah, Amar gets it. Slow him down with a Shadow Strike. Puppy really has nowhere to run to and can't hide in the trees.
Ogre smash.
Admirable.
Almost helping out.
Tried.
Right,
Hammer over the cliff.
wants some revenge.
Another
Oh,
spear.
big kill.
But Amar pulled back by the Aether Remnant. Does actually astral step forward to catch BZM as well in that extra bit of damage. So very efficient from Nisha to get the kill and push the Quap out.
This whole time, Rezo, he's just been free farming it up. Yuragi can't really pressure him at this point. He's got 70 CS on this Centaur. He's cruising to a pretty good position in this game. That said,
Admirable.
Yuragi has been able to stay down here, and that means
But
free
mistaken.
solo XP for him, which is the dream for this hero. I think the levels are more important than the early farm, to be honest. He's already level 8.5. Puppy looking for...
He's out of
Oh, he's
mana.
no mana.
Oh, no. The BTM is going to show up, bail him out. Now, Rezo
The center's
is
level 8.
pretty
What the
damn
fuck?
tanky, and then you throw some living armor on
Plus
him and
20.
forget about it. He's no longer taking right-click damage.
Forget about it.
24 armor. The
Caught
damage
Slark on
block
the
there
back.
as well. Yuragi's still out of mana here. The Stampede to be able to chase him down. They need to be able to keep him inside, and they cut through all
my
the
God.
trees.
Oh,
A nice
oh.
use of the Supernova. He will die, but it ensures the kill onto the Slark, and maybe BZM as well. Well, they don't have the movement speed, and they don't have the astral steps to catch up.
No overgrowth yet either. At least he got that egg kill and got out. That was insanely close to getting hoof stomped. Would have been an actual disaster for OG. Instead, they're going to try and trade towers, at least. Living armor is making it pretty slow and difficult for him.
It would be
Terrorize,
extremely painful.
chaining the stuns
You're a
into
big
another
guy.
bramble.
For you.
Taiga, the last bit of damage is there. His Dark Willow's something to be feared, and with the new Dark Willow, oh, hold up, Chrysalis, they're going to make a play to
Defending
defend
top.
this
Oh, what you
tower.
doing
They want to
there?
be able to keep it alive with the living armor, and it looks like they just made a play
That
to
was
do
pretty
so.
quick.
Creeps are going to be pushed back. The tower is saved.
It's a huge defense for
Mons,
Secret here.
raise
Can
the
they have
Bane plays
Treant
on
armor
cost.
to keep these towers alive? If
Make
Chen
it
dies on
super
these
sub
pushes, his
or
creeps
above
die.
only.
Amar
This is
really
another
does
Centaur.
not want to let this go.
He does not, and I don't think Secret do either. Crystallis manning up.
Tower almost dead. More
Double
TPs are
TP.
coming in. That is a hasted Quap, though. They're going to be fighting around. The arena is going to be used to keep the heroes away. Chrysalis bumps himself into it, and they do manage to get the overgrowth to hold Amar in place. It seems like Amar's bold move to try and finish off the tower irked Team Secret.
It would be
And they made
extremely
a full
painful.
rotation
Big guy.
of
For
the
you.
team to defend that safely.
Stabbed the hornet's nest, and they all teared.
Yeah, they really
Puppy
did.
made the call. I'm not giving them any towers this game. This is the game plan.
I'm
Slow the
defund-
Chen
I
down,
keep it
defend our
fun.
tier 1s, give OG
When you
absolutely
overuse something,
no
it's
map.
not fun anymore. Like your
Beautiful
mom.
defense from Secret might even pick
Like,
up
I don't
another
enjoy
support.
her anymore.
Yep, Taiga. He snuck into the enemy jungle to grab the bounty rune, but does pay the iron price for it.
Secret's going to be really happy if they can keep these towers up for another couple minutes here, because Dawn is one of the better carries at helping you take
Overused
these
'cause
tower
it's near.
defensive
Alright,
fights.
let's-
She can
don't
be
let
farming
Blebs
jungle,
use
she
it.
can be
Mods-
pushing bottom, and all of a sudden
Blebs are not
your
allowed to
Centaur
use
who's sitting
Bane.
top or mid has that Donald behind them. Treant loves to fight around these tower defenses. You have to overextend into the big overgrowth, into the vines. This is Secret's game plan for the next 5 to 6 minutes here.
And
Take the fights
conversely-
around the tier 1s, make OG fight into all this gunk.
Isn't Slark the kind of hero that really takes advantage of early towers going down? The
Exactly.
lanes are longer. He could just push it in all the way into the
He
tier
runs
2.
around, kills all your wards as well, like
Yeah.
the panel's talking about. These tier 1s stay up. a lot of this game plan going to be harder to execute for OG. And again, they're trying to
nice
force
hit from Amar.
Is it
I
enough,
see you,
though?
puppy. And they will be
Yes,
able to bring him
well,
down. Chris is going to take a decent amount of damage too. The Terrorize to keep him off. Reigns to the arena. So he's going to keep on bumping that wall, taking more and more damage. Another stun coming through with a spear as well. And it looks like this could be a two for Crystallis. Finally goes down. The Supernova will not explode in time. OG back up. Reset. Meanwhile, Yuragi. Oh no, Yuragi. He's got a dark pack and he's got its ultimate. But there is the 8th Remnant going on out.
OG up here.
Still trying to force this nice juke to the side from Resolution. Dodging this spear, but is still in some trouble. It's going to be stunned up, but the damage coming out from the Dark Willow, it's going to be enough to bring down the big old Centaur. Now Zayats needs to get out. He dives himself to the side here. He does have a spear coming up in a second. They're going to go for it. Zayats pops the wand, does what he can. The Sonic Wave will overwhelm him in the end.
Well, so much for that tower defense. OG bringing more numbers than they even could have dreamed of having there, and punishing the secret TPs that did not work out the second time. They'll get the rebuttal kill off the double damage.
Man, it's
ending.
nice to watch EU versus EU Dota. Like,
Still,
highest tier Dota there is.
Feel like Secret got caught off
it's
a
an
little
even
there.
game, back and forth.
Like he's 1-by-1 TPs. Crystal is dying
Feels
first, means
good,
he
man.
can't come in with the reinforcement.
Midas.
Ideally, you want Centaur getting jumped, your team fight ults come in, you Donald after the Mars commits with the arena. Instead, OG get the number fight, taking advantage of the scenario on the map, getting that tier 1 huge victory for them. It's going to open up a lot of this dire jungle for the Chen to invade, for this Slark to play around.
What do you think about this? Yuragi going back for the Midas, potentially?
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, there's one hero that uses attack speed in Dota, it's Slark, right? This is the best attack speed using hero in Dota outside of maybe Juggernaut, just because of the low BAT. I can make a little sense to me if OG's game plan is to just go to that 30-40 minute mark and try and hit that massive power spike. He's looking at Ags after that as well, which I think makes sense in this game. Again, for the go in, poke them, get out and reset.
Yeah, it's particularly, I think it's super effective against Phoenix as well, right? Like, you get on top of the Phoenix and get out when you have forced the Supernova.
I mean, he's having a pretty good game. Like, he's super farmed, he's pretty high level.
Yeah, keep in mind Alliance was playing with a stand.
I
forgot about that.
To try and run
Alliance
into Secret's
playing
ball.
without
so why not
Aramis.
just get a little greedier on the map, farm it up? I can dig it.
Okay. Well, we'll see whether or not Secret, if he does go for the Hand of Midas,
You've reached
whether or
your
not
limit
Secret
on
is going to be able
talking.
to punish that time.
Shut the fuck up.
Because it will leave him perhaps a little bit
No, I don't
susceptible.
think
They
I will.
do have some heroes to be able to kill him. They've at least got some decent AoE damage.
He's just being super annoying on the map, though, right? He's staying in the lanes. He's annoying this Centaur, providing vision. I like the way Yuragi's played this game
missing a
so
lot
far.
of his cues.
He hasn't been super high impact in terms of connecting to kills, but just being bottom for so long and annoying this Centaur, like, it's a kind of intangible impact, but it helps your team a lot.
Yeah.
You know, Rezo doesn't want to leave this guy down, you know? And then he feels like, all right, now Slark, and now he has a Midas, he's free farming. I don't want to just give him the free space.
Taiga has been quite the nuisance this game. He's died a couple times for being that nuisance, but
No, I don't think so. You
in a
deny it?
situation like this, he's just
Protect them.
distracting two heroes for free.
You can just bait this ward. Do you know they want to do it?
That's extra Midas value, right?
True, true.
No pressure.
Rezo charging forward here. Jeez.
Blink?
The
What?
Slark is going to TP into this one, so they don't want to give up this mid tower, and they
Oh,
do have the dodge.
he gets
control.
stunned?
Beautifully set up on top of the Slark, but he
They're all
managed to
stuck.
pounce himself away, and now the
Oh,
Sonic
no,
Wave
Mars.
through the arena cuts down one, brings two low as well. Nisha and Crystallis take a heavy amount of damage
Okay,
and
it's
are
not
going to have to
disaster.
back themselves
Get
out to
out.
their side of the river. OG
he's
continuing
dead. He
their
doesn't have
pursuit, though.
anything.
Potential spear,
Nice.
sidestep by Nisha. Aptly dodged by him, but can
The
he still
armor?
get
Get a
out?
W,
Dissimilate
W,
coming
he's
up
got
in a
one.
second here, and another astral
Is it-
step in 3. There's the dissimilate,
the
jump
one,
over the side, and
and-
astral
No
step
dash.
back to the tier 2.
Is
He's
it enough?
maybe away.
Oh,
Just
the tip.
clips him. Amar
The
finishes
tip.
him off. Crystallis does what he can to stun them up, but the tier 2 apparently be damned. They're going to pop the glyph to do the AoE damage, but OG will not be stopped. They are running over Team Secret now. Zayats
Oh, no,
with the
no.
Shadow Amulet TP outplay. Very clever move by him, but it will not rectify the fact that OG just ran them
What
over
is
in a
up,
team
Doc?
fight and is well
Wow,
set up to
thank
take
you.
the
We
mid
just
tower.
straight up buzzing here.
Using
today.
overextension on Secret on this mid
Buzzing.
lane. Using this ice armor as well from the Chen to the max. They just feel super confident to run here and hear no damage after that egg is expended. They know the Void Spirit is the key to Secret's early fights. If he's on the run, who's dealing damage back to this Chen lineup? This is
why did he
how
go
OG
right? I feel
likes
like
to
he
abuse
could've
this
lived
Chen.
there,
Get in
but-
there in this 15 to 20 minute mark. Your heroes are
I
too
think he
tanky for
could've
spells
lived.
to bring down all of a sudden, and
If I was voice spit, I think I could live there.
Oh man, not only do they get the mid tower, but
no.
Roshan as well.
Slark.
I mean, what a massive victory for OG.
Aegis on Slark seems incredible right here. Oh, he's just going to play like an absolute psycho. And that's going to be annoying for Secret, because again, what is the low CD committal they can use to bring down this Slark? It's not really going to be there in terms of the early damage. I mean, you have to land a Remnant into the Starbreaker, which that's a lot to have going right, especially if Crystallis doesn't want to be there on the front line at the start of the fight.
Crystallis?
Yeah. This map is going to get pretty dark pretty fast for Secret. Aegis Slark, he's going to be very confident to run aggressive and deward any obs Secret have. Might just want to save him for the fight.
Can you turn the casters a bit?
So do you think Team Secret,
turn
are they comfortable with just taking a beat
down?
and like the idea of going late into this game, or is the Slark with Midas going to just put too much pressure on them? Do they have to make a move?
I don't think you're comfortable here if you're Secret at all.
Turn them off.
The way
that is just enough AoE.
And his ult.
He used his ultimate. He used a lot there. The Terrorize being threatened. They could drop it in a second. He'll use it now. Uragi thinking about going for the kill. Instead, he backs up, catches Puppy. He was stuck inside the arena. Rezo actually jumping in, hits the two-man stomp.
Still have an
he
here.
is super tanky. Pop the stampede, but the rest of the team really couldn't follow him in there, especially with the Brambles being in the way. Now OG thinking about jumping again.
Ooh, gets to come off the egg. Good egg.
Going forward and with the supernova on out. Looking very nice. The Slark's
Come
going
on.
to be maybe stunned, but Dark packs away and just outside of the explosion of the supernova. BZM with his arcane rune continuing to toy with Team Secret.
He definitely wanted that low cooldown ult. You know he was thinking about it just for the chip. OG can re-engage here. They're
going to go back into Amar now, but here comes that wave. A big amount of damage, but they've lost Amar, and Uragi's probably not too happy to fight either. Dark Pact is going to protect him from that. Surrounded by 5. No escape for the carry of OG.
The tip to Amar.
Just delayed so long that
always tip the kids because they're very emotional.
Also, the way they re-engaged on the side of OG, they wanted to fight, but Amar, it was like a pincer movement that did not pinch well.
Yeah, you need a couple more bracers to tank all that. A beautiful quapple, not enough. Egg on the low ground here, the Starbreaker clipping the Slark. Secret would have loved to have got that kill right off the bat, but they'll be happy to pick it up later. Especially for Crystallis, like he is going to be the big key going late game. The Centaur, it's not going to scale damage-wise, but he can do a lot in the fight in terms of getting this Dawnbreaker in deeper, faster, and landing the stun. Especially just being a distraction. As well as the tankiness from the Secret side. Like, this is where you want the Slark building stacks. Difficult to build the stacks when these heroes can just sit there and take it to a degree.
When they could just kind of like throw it right back at him, and he's forced to be the one to back down. Dawnbreaker coming in, helping Puppy as a bit of aggression from OG is stymied, but at the same time, that doesn't feel too bad. They got a Dawnbreaker ultimate down. He's actually going to go the Aghanim Scepter, huh? No way. Okay, BKB now queued up. I was about to say.
It's interesting.
Smoke up, blink stomp. Now he did manage to get off
Shadow
Realm, but the Remnant pulls him back into his doom.
Okay.
Oh, and they actually do get the overgrowth onto the chin. They know he's up there, and he's just going to jump for it. With the double damage, it's possible to get this kill as long as the Aether Remnant lands, and it does.
Oh, buyback. This is good. Big win. They have extra protect their exit.
They're coming in from the other side from Uragi, but Secret staying together. Nice tight-knit ball, leaving no openings for OG to be able to pick someone apart. And they will actually just get the mid lane tower off of creep wave push, so.
Nice aggressive move from Secret. Abusing this Void Spirit double damage. Also, the strength of this Treant armor still in effect. Man, looking at this Centaur with Treant armor, 30 armor. He is a beefy boy, man. This is crazy how if his EHP is going up through the roof.
Yeah, seriously.
And he's just got a plate mail. He's got the ROP going that Lotus Orb. He's going to be a decent amount of utility this game. And if you look at the damage from OG, outside of Slark hitting this Centaur in the fight, it's basically all big spell damage, which is where this hero can thrive.
Yeah.
Put that strength gain to use, you know, hit the gym, chat it up.
Did everyone hit the gym today?
All right, Aghanim Scepter is soon on its way for Yuragi. We should also talk about the Aghanim Scepter that Amara is going to go at some point. As he's completed the BKB. He's going like the full-on carry Mars build. No blink. He's just got a BKB, Ags, Satanic, you know, that whole deal.
I don't know about this Mars Ag. We'll see it in effect.
Mars Ags feels
I know
really
he likes
bad.
it, and I've seen him put it to good use. I don't know if this is the game for it where so much of the secret damage is just burst-based. Is he really going to be able to, you know, catch heroes, slow them down with this Ags? I have my doubts here. That said, I think they're going to hit a very good timing along with this Slark Ags. Maybe it helps him take the fight and commit with the Slark when he wants to go in. Still, Secret probably slightly favored in these direct 5-on-5s for now. BKB coming out for Crystallis. He's an absolute monster.
Really nice read there on that ward. That ward can be hard to de-ward at times, but the Aether Remnant giving the vision, the Sentry in the right place, they find it.
BKB soon. Slark is very
Also
fast.
haven't mentioned
It's gonna
it,
be
but
hard
Shu
to
has
kill.
been silently farming this game.
You can never leave.
He's got quite the arsenal
three
of auras, man.
stacks.
Drum,
He does.
Vlad's on his way to Wraith Pact, full mech up,
One
Max
stack,
Penitence on board.
3 guilty, all at
He is
big
ready to
loss.
skirmish, and this is one of those heroes that he's itemizing to help the Slark, right?
Yeah.
Drum him up, give him the Vlad's aura, make him super tanky. If Secret can ever find the Chen first, burst him, they're going to be super happy in that scenario because it just takes so much EHP off the board for OG. That's where the Slark nighttime vision is also very valuable.
Yeah.
Yuragi poking and prodding, putting the Axe to use. Do not let your supports get
What the
jumped.
fuck?
And if you
They
can
got
jump
the Dream
enemies,
Protector. He had the dust to be able to spot him too, but they are going to try and protect him as best as
Early
possible. They do
Sark
have that AoE
What the
damage, so the
fuck?
Supernova goes
Jesus
off, but he's going to
Christ.
be able to
This
pounce
guy's a
away.
real
He got
man.
low, chasing after him.
Oh
though.
my
Spirit
God.
catches him. Nisha hunts him
Yuragi
down.
with the
Yuragi
3-2-2.
did not respect that
Too
damage
aggressive.
well enough, and
Tipping
now
Amara.
OG are going to be run down without their carry. Taiga, really great terrorize,
praise
protecting the
God.
rest of his team, but could not save himself. He will experience a dieback, actually. He bought back in that earlier fight.
yeah, out
so.
for 60. I mean, you're strong on Slark, but not that strong. And
Yeah, that was crazy.
maybe just biting off more than you can chew in terms
maybe
of
miss a
you didn't
spell or
expect
something, I
Secret
don't
to
know.
all be there. You know, hey, I'm going to poke this tree and get out. He runs up the ramp. They're all sitting there.
Yeah, but the
All
step
right.
to go onto the Phoenix after that,
Yeah.
that's really where the decision-making was kind of questionable. But
And we're also seeing the chase potential of Nisha. If the Slark goes into them and Nisha doesn't aggressively have to use these jaunts, use these dashes,
yeah,
if he has 2 up, he can chase the Slark through an Axe Pounce and lock him down with the back of the Stampede. That's kind of setting the fight up for Secret almost. So Yuragi really has to pick and choose his battles
Mark tipped
carefully.
Chris earlier when
decide
he
who he
used
wants to
ults
initiate
to
on
get a
if he's
kill
the
against
initiation,
Mistborn.
which
They have been tipping him.
outside of Amar just
done.
going in, again, he does
Good.
not have a blink. He has BKB Ags. I mean, I guess he can waddle in and try and bulwark some people. But ideally, it's Yuragi who's going to pick and choose who they go on.
Where's your co-caster?
Right.
I mean, I got the 2 casters
keep an eye
with
on
me.
those damage numbers.
They can hear me.
For Amar. Let's see how effective this Aghanim is going to be. See him right now. He's at 13K, so that'll give us a good idea.
What does
We'll
Mars
check it
Ags do?
out
This
after
is
a
what it
couple
does.
team fights, see
He's
where he's at.
testing it
feels
on that
not
centaur,
good.
make sure it's working. All right.
All right, yeah.
Like,
It's all
enemy don't have any
standard
range
work.
heroes,
Patched in, break it.
which could
Still
be
works.
good. So they have no range heroes. They have high mobility. Kind
I
of.
mean, it does continue to put Team
I don't know,
Secret
it
on
seems
quite
not
the
like
timer.
a good Ags
Right?
game.
Like
We'll see
this,
though.
this Mars is going to be a big late game threat.
Amar is a
They
tryhard,
still
so
have
we'll
this
find
Slark
out.
who's a threat with Chen, as you were talking about. Chuvash farming up so much. Rezo going to break the smoke and blinks away. Nicely timed.
He's just going to take
He's still
it.
going for it, but
Two-man
misses the
stomp.
second pounce as well with the 2-man stomp. A follow-up from Chrysalis as well, getting the chain stun in. Amar turning back
Egg
in.
is
gets
coming,
the arena,
egg is
pins
coming,
out the centaur.
egg is coming.
And
Overgrowth.
Chrysalis,
Giga
they
heal.
do have the ultimate on top of that overgrowth, but he dies immediately on impact. Chen is
they're
going to
all
fall
dying.
as the Supernova
The
cleans
fuck?
him up. Are they going to buy back to be able to take this fight? Nisha's
The
going to be locked
leash.
down by another pounce, but they do have the Glimmer Cape. Spear to the side.
he's
He
trying to
goes
kill
in.
Amar.
Astral step forward.
getting
Trying to
baited
go
to
for
kill
Amar,
Amar.
but the Dissimulate will get him out. The Slark hunting for him. He actually went into the river here.
Oh,
He's going to go
how
for that regen
greedy.
move. That is crazy. He-Blade, Dissimulate, went
no,
for the
the
kill into the
leaps.
quap, but missed it. Astral
Oh,
step
no, the
on
tip.
through,
The
pinned
tip,
up
here it
against the
comes.
wall. Amar hits them. They do
so
have the heals
tanky.
coming out
He
from
can't die.
the
What the fuck
Phoenix,
is this?
though, and Nisha's
Going
going to
in.
continue to go for it. He jumps for it, missed the Astral step, though.
Oh.
Goes for the
Oh, he's
amount
gonna
of
get the
damage
tip,
onto
the tip,
Amar.
the
Can he
tip, the
finally
tip,
finish
the
off the
tip,
OG offlaner?
tip
And
him.
he does. Gets that dominating, but at the same time, a little
How
bit
is
more
he
heals.
alive?
How is he still able to get out? BZM's going to chase after him. The Glimmer Cape is going to to be there. The 8th Remnant, he blinks right past it.
No
BZM, they
way,
don't see him. The Glimmer Cape, he's able to jump down and TP out.
Absolute
Nisha gets away. Unbelievable. It's still going to be a fight, though, as Rezo's now back in town. He died at the very start of this team fight.
Give that
and
man
wants to be able to keep it going.
Nisha lives so long. He's back in mid.
He's ready to come back. All right.
Absolute Houdini. The Glimmers, the armor from Puppey, keeping his core alive, proving that 4-staff Glimmer is still a viable build after a meta of
Nisha, the best voice spirit, no doubt.
So long.
Costa Rica, I'm going to ban you.
Glimmer, living armor, magic wands, Sunray heals. I mean, there were so many little things to be able to help out Nisha there. And credit to him, he puts in a full Yushin test, finds the kill on Uragi. Uragi slipping up again on the Slark, cannot afford that, as that creates an opening for Team Secret, and you know they're going to push that opening all the way. They are going to take this Roshan if OG will let them have it.
80 gold for this Slark buyback. He cannot join this fight. It's all up to if Amar wants to contest it, and I don't think it's contestable going into Overgrowth Egg on top of this Roshan.
Slark is a bad hero.
Seems like absolute
I think he's just making a misplays, honestly.
Nisha just showing up in this game 1. He smells blood in the water and refuses to let up, putting on an absolute clinic for this Void Spirit. We were talking about going late game for the secret line of how it might be spooky, but the rate Nisha's getting there, he is going to destroy them with his network. Beautiful engages and re-engages throughout the entire fight. And remember, he's getting silenced by this quad blink 4 or 5 times. At any one of these points, he can just die off the back of it.
So close to death there.
The Glimmer.
I mean, the Dissimulate Shard usage has been really nice for Nisha here.
The Dissimulate
And I appreciate
Shard?
the fact that I feel like Team Secret, they do have to push the envelope.
It's a talent now.
That Shard's now a talent. He doesn't even need it.
All right, so... Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Living. I mean, it was that plus this Quickening Charm. Little extra cooldowns. These things add up, man. And
all right, we check that one again. So we've got the Shard on the Centaur, which that one's just the one where he double edges and he keeps just getting bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, some moves slow, which is nice. And it also, this is his primary scale mechanism, right? We're talking about, can Centaur actually output damage himself and be a threat? Well, this Shard on the back of immense strength is one of the ways he can do it. Just start getting those stacks up. Suddenly you're 5,000 HP. Downside is it might be a body for Slark. The upside is the way Secret's taking fights, Uragi just can't hit anybody and feel safe about it.
This is what we were kind of talking about, the slipperiness of the OG heroes, but there's a lot of AoE stuns that can still be laid down. We saw it there. Blink Stomp into the Dawnbreaker ultimate, into the Starbreaker, and, you know, that's a full Shadow Realm that is just doing nothing at that point for Taiga.
All right, Battle of the Aghanim Scepters.
Thank you.
We do have this Ags for Nisha, but we have Ags on BZM. This is the first time I'm going to be seeing this Queen of Pain Ags.
He actually went for the Ags, He had it queued at some point in time, and I was like, no way.
Now, this is a very interesting Ags. We're going to see how much work it does with these Shadow Strikes going off, the screams between the heroes. If you catch all of them in an arena and you just land it on everybody, it could absolutely be disgusting.
All right, does the scream, so the scream goes off when the dagger goes away, right? So does that apply if you Lotus Orb off the dagger?
Or when you reapply, right? So
yeah, or it reapplies. So
like this Shadow Strike is 4-second cooldown. If you get to reapply it, you're going to do a crap ton of damage in this fight.
Yeah.
That's where it comes down to Lamar hitting big arenas is really what's going to set up this OG team fight. Because you get the Willow spells on board, you get the Quaff spells on board, it lets Slark actually commit in because the heroes are locked down.
I'm just curious if it works with Lotus Orb, right? If the Lotus Orb removes off the Shadow Strike, does a Scream immediately go off?
I don't know. I'm just an analyst. I don't know.
We'll have to keep a close eye on it. A lot of questions about this new Aghanim Scepter. This will all be revealed in time.
Lamar will go back for the blink. I think very necessary at this point. Maybe even wished he'd gotten it sooner in this game. I'm not sure this Ags ended up paying off for how the map got played. But now his full kit's online. OG needs a big arena, I think, at this point. These secret heroes are insanely tanky. Locket Glimmer on this Phoenix. Glimmer Force on Puppey with the armor. Full AC done for Crystallis. So much HP to chunk through here.
They did get the Spirit Vessel onto Taiga. Does he have any charges?
He has 2.
Okay, so he does
Use
have 2.
them wisely.
Mar, they're going to try and jump in. They force out a BKB and immediately jump out with the Dissimilate. So they forced a little bit of resources out of OG.
Remember, it's daytime, too. This is not when Yuragi wants to take a fight.
True, yeah.
One of your best options here is to abuse the night vision and use that to get the jump for your Mars.
Rezo, if he wants to, he could just bulldoze down this tower. You know, he had a pretty good idea. Mar, you know, he likes to play greedy. He might still be out on the map. It was smart of him to try and check that.
He might not be able to die then.
Another double damage for Nisha in the bottom river.
He's going to go for the jump. Yuragi does manage to pounce himself away before the Aether Remnant lands.
And this Void Spirit's so scary.
BKB now complete for the Centaur. I feel like we're hitting a certain kind of peak here for Team Secret. Yuragi got to be blocked by the pounce. They do manage to get the tree inside of the arena. They're going to go for the kill off the bulwark, but Chrysalis landed and destroyed the Dark Willow. Now starts laying the damage onto Yuragi, who's got to be careful. 1-star breaker. It does a decent amount. Meanwhile, the support in the back line, they still haven't finished off the tree.
What the fuck was the
Sonic Wave. Amar is stuck in no man's land, though, and he is going to fall here. Meanwhile, on the side, Void Spirit is still playing a do-si-do against 2 heroes, apparently. Yuragi and BZM, they managed to get him on the leash, but they have the Glimmer Cape. They have the Aether Realms as well. He's in that form to simulate on over to the side. They catch out Yuragi, and now BZM, his BKB is going to fade soon. He's got to blink on out of here. Nisha, again, forcing the attention of 2 very important OG heroes and fails to fall. He lives through it all.
On 100 HP. How does he keep getting away with it? That is the big question of this game and the one they're going to look back to. Oh, he is just
there goes Octarine Core.
That was probably one of the better cases where OG actually catches the supports on the back end.
Now Octarine Core lowers the cooldown on all spells, which is good
egg in this fight.
On Void Spirit.
Getting kited around a little bit, and still Secret pull out ahead. The stacks on this Centaur pushing him up to almost 4,500 HP as well. Yeah, those Nisha tips well deserved this game.
Oh, absolutely. He's carrying so much of Team Secret in some of these team fights, but the fights have been so tough and they played it so well, particularly Nisha, but they still haven't really been able to take a full advantage. I mean, this net worth is damn near even, and it's 5K. That's pretty much nothing. They haven't taken a whole lot of towers lately. They will be able to pick off Taiga, who is probably having the roughest of all of them.
Oh, it's
Chrysalis
Ghost Scepter.
is actually going to pump the BKB to ensure the kill.
I just don't know if the game is getting better for OG at this rate. It's just shoving more and more pressure onto BZM's shoulders, who he's having a great game, and he's probably their best scaling hero at this point. It's just the Slark is falling behind, and again, he is the engine of this OG lineup. He needs to be getting some kills, getting the Agi stacks up. If he can't hit people, is OG going to win the fight? It's going to take a miracle.
Need to physical damage in Shadow Realm? What? Since when?
That's a long ways away.
A very long ways.
4-man smoke up, almost running to Yuragi. It breaks. Yuragi already popping the Dark Pack, bounces away.
Nisha
looking for the pursuit. He's not respecting this, but he did have the Dark Pack to be able to get rid of the Aether Remnant. They do manage to get the pin. The Supernova Explosion is going to go out, but it may not be able to save Puppey as he can't get away from this bulwark. Stuck there, does fall, but Clark still gets caught. BKB going to try to block the way, but Nisha blocks him. Gets right in front of his face, brings down the Slark, pin to the side though.
He's dying though, he's rooted.
Combo for OG that is absolutely fantastic. They take down 2 cores. The third one's going to get out off of BKB TP. What a hit. The combo of Amar and BZM there. Beautiful stuff.
You can take down the Slark, but Quap's the real carry all along.
Is it a damage? Is it a damage here?
Nisha back to the base for what seems like the first time in forever.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody got a huge amount of gold off those kills. That's all I know. They were about 1,000 each.
Damage?
Amar just does an amazing job. He tanks both supports here, kills the tree, forces the egg. Secret end up in a weird position where 3 cores, they get the Slark, they feel good.
And on the way back, this pin.
Yeah, the bulwark going to town, pushing them into it through the brambles. Absolutely nasty stuff from this Queen of Pain Mars combo. Rezo just has to BKB TP. The sole survivor.
All right, OG feels like it's been a minute, but they are finally on Team Secret's side of the map. They're going to be the ones taking some objectives. And that is all the scarier for Team Secret because we've talked about some of the late game potential of OG, but also the fact that they've been kind of winning and grinding out some of these fights.
Just chilling.
Never really took a big net worth lead. Yeah, I feel like if OG wins another
right
fight,
now.
it's very rapidly just going to scale on down. They're going to be up like 10, 15K.
I mean, I think they have to address the real problem here, which at this point is Queen of Pain. Okay. Like, is Slark even doing that much in these fights? He's running in, making space, trying to abuse his ult, trying to abuse his depth shroud.
Yeah,
it's almost like support Slark at this point. You know, if he can depth shroud his Queen to give Queen a good fight, that seems like the best thing he can do. I mean, he's got an aesthetic cap. I don't think Yuragi has much intention of dealing the big deeps at this point.
No.
He's just distraction, pounce the Void Spirit if he can ever hit it, make some space, get the spells down, set the fight up for the Mars and the Queen to carry it.
What level is she?
Mars got a satanic, man. Out of nowhere.
You see what level they are or no?
Is that as simple as like just shifting their focus? You think they need to try and get the initiation on the Quap, or is an itemization?
I think you just ignore this Slark. Like, just don't get too baited by him, right? If he runs into you, okay, you start hitting him back, but don't use your blink daggers. Don't expend too much energy. At this point, he's just vision and distraction. He'll probably even just save for buy if he can get it. You need to think about the Queen of Pain in the fight, then you need to think about these supports. Again, Chen is sitting there, Chu, with so many auras.
Aisha jumping in through it, so Triangle catches Taiga. Resolution secures it. And maybe they're going to go for Chu as well. Can he get the Aether in there, or can they just do the damage? Neither.
Blocking it with the creeps.
Kill his creeps, no survivors.
No opening.
They're going to pull back the Chen creeps and at least kill those.
So that's the exact type of jump Secret want. Find the supports, try and take them out of the fight. The burst damage that comes out from OG is significant,
but I want to win. Both.
Damage that, in a sense, prevents Secret from taking on their supports.
Probably Secret, though.
As long as Secret can make it a numbers advantage, take the ores off the battlefield, then when the Queen engages, they have a decent chance of bringing
3 Ags. DB.
Third Roshan of the game. It's an Aghanim Scepter blessing.
It's a big one.
Centaur?
Who wants it? Puppy?
Puppy?
No.
All right, you're an absolute monster.
They got buffed,
Let me tell you, son, if I took that Ags in this game, someone would be having a discussion with me. But I guess, you know, Puppy, you can't really. What are you going to say to Puppy, right?
They get 3 charges, they got buffed.
Also, like, the vision aspect being so huge against Slark. Oh, they found the opening on Anisha. Now, he goes down to about half health, pops his BKB. They reset here on the high ground. Looks like Taiga threw out his Terrorize, but they're going to go for the kill onto Yuragi now. He's, in turn, forced to use his BKB and retreat.
Yeah,
Level's DB, 24, soon double Q.
Back into that, so OG does not want the 4v5.
Yeah,
2 Starbreakers.
I don't even know where he was.
No one even
saw him, so I guess the eyes and the Force saw him, you know, the value.
True.
Is this actually the best Ags?
I think it might be because of Slark. Like, just think about the fact that how debilitated the Slark is if there's vision all around in these like fights.
I know, but first off, you have the cart for the memes.
Yeah, all right? I mean, the meme power is important.
The meme power is very strong with the cart. The Phoenix Ags is pretty strong at this point. If he thinks he can save somebody, it's a full hero reset.
Sure.
And the cart for the memes,
Cap. Memes. Listen, okay, but if they were losing, maybe they would go the cart and try and crash the game. But
so he thinks he's
winning
That's
the game right now.
Yeah. You know, Rezo asked him, "Hey, you want me to crash this one?" We got this. I mean, this Ags is nice on tree. You get 3 charges now. Like, the vision is significant.
That
you might randomly catch someone in an overgrowth on the back
I'm gonna have to ban you for being anti-funner.
It's not like this Ags is terrible. I'm just. That's a classic.
It's very rare to see like the first Aghanim Scepter be given over to like a 5 ever.
Yes, especially tree.
Slark is struggling so hard. Okay, they're getting vision everywhere
now.
now.
That's why you wield the machete.
What is the cooldown on this?
No one's gonna argue back.
Instill fear.
Right.
Make sure that they know who's the boss.
It doesn't say.
Really good use of the ninja gear here.
Probably like 20 seconds.
Yuragi.
30?
Farming with Dark Pact and ninja gear.
30 sounds kind of high.
OG trying to move out of the base, establish some vision. They really just want to get
it's 40 seconds. Are you serious?
Jump, get the big arena. He's been doing an amazing job of finding these supports, taking them out of the fight. Which again, are there big team fight spells for Secret that they want to anchor the fight around?
They almost have some level 25s coming in. Did Quap get level 25 yet?
She did. Took the blink cooldown, which is, you know, I've been thinking about this talent. 200 sonic wave damage is a lot, but this blink gets down to absurd amount of time, like 4 seconds with the shard damage.
Yeah, the shard damage definitely adds a lot to it.
What the hell is that D build?
Really nice save there from Uragi. They do manage to get a Brambles. That's a pretty nice one there. The Lotus Orb actually exposed the Brambles. They're going to be forced to use their BKBs now. Nisha jumping forward, but not sure who to go on. Amar's too tanky for them to challenge, really. They're going to use the Stampede to reset.
Yeah, Secret, I think they didn't know what was happening anymore there. Just get the hell out.
They still have the Aegis for another minute and a half. Also, Crystallis very close to his level 25, and that one's got to be crazy.
You're getting full map control.
The two charges, especially against the Slark.
Oh yeah, you might just destroy him in his ult, regardless of the heal. It also gives you so much extra burst damage for this Queen of Pain, who, again, is going to be the one who carries this fight long term.
Nisha is just not shy about going and initiating on Amar.
They want to use this Aegis.
Oh, managed to get the blink away. Not sure how we got that one off. The second Star Breaker is going to be used here, but this is an awkward initiation.
DP?
In fact, Crystallis is
okay.
That is going to be the Aegis, but the Arena Terrorized combination is destroying the rest of Secret as well. Double Sonic Wave going out. Nisha's going to be able to survive. Can Crystallis get out? No way in hell. He heals himself pretty nicely. Does go for the kill onto Taiga and gets it too. He's battling all by himself though, and eventually he will be picked apart. Hyenas of OG and Egg being used too. Oh, Secret fumbling. They had a decent advantage. They had an Aegis, but a forced initiation and just questionable ability usage in that fight.
I mean, these arenas are just too good. You're getting a 3 or 4 man arena every time. This is the best spell for OG.
11,000 damage from Amar.
Absolute monster. Proving me absolutely wrong with this Ags purchase. It has paid off huge dividends in this game.
And also, they just can't go.
He's too tanky.
He's too tanky.
Yeah.
He's got 4K HP. Uragi is hard to bring down. It feels like Team Secret, they can no longer afford to just kind of like, whatever, let's just force a fight anywhere. They kind of need to be
no one can kill him. That's the best. No one can kill the hero.
Having trouble sticking to these heroes for sure. BZM showed up big time with that refresher purchase, buying out for it. Timeless Relic on top, double Sonic Wave, double Shard Blink, double Scream. I mean, doing an insane amount of work and disruption, all during a BKB duration that just goes uninterrupted. This is one of the weaknesses of Trina in these late game scenarios. Trying to land these overgrowths is just tough when there's so much dispel.
Holding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. This first life of Crystal is totally ruined. The arena goes out. They hit the Terrorize on top. The Sonic Wave, kind of awkward that first one, but the second one really paid off.
And there's no overgrowth egg here. Like, that's the biggest thing. If these spells don't go off and Secret don't get a huge amount of value out of them, I don't see them winning these late game fights.
I mean, that's the whole point of having this Train Protector and this Phoenix, right? It's like having an AoE like team fight combination that can beat out Mars plus Terrorize, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't think much is beating out this Mars, man. He is beating you.
He's taking a lot of damage just from Amar there. Dawnbreaker ultimate going out. Uragi resetting out from that one. You know he's going to reinitiate too. BZM is not going to let this go either. He jumps forward. They throw out the arena. Not really catching much there. They're going to deal with the Raid Pack. Resolution jumping in. Hits the stun. They have the Supernova stun. Follow up off of that one. The AoE damage. Uragi needs to be able to get out. It looks like he's safe for now because the rest of Secret needs to be able to retreat on the side. Nisha forced to pop his BKB. Going for the kill onto Taiga. They have that Ether and he goes. Astral Step. Not quite on the mark. Now he needs to be able to simulate away from Amar, who is damn scary. Yeah.
He's just running in bulwark everybody. No one wants to do anything to him.
You should get a Scotty.
How can you? He's got a Satanic. If you fight him,
oh my God.
He will easily beat you out. A Daedalus Satanic with the Paladin Sword. He's taking reduced damage and healing an absolute crap ton.
They've got the Chen Ores to back all of it up on top of it.
True.
All right, the neutral creep 3-man stun them there.
I mean, the Ores just never end.
I mean, that might have been the most effective spell of that whole fight.
He's going to go with Scotty next.
I mean, why not? Go Divine, go Scotty, whatever you want. No one's even remotely close to touching him. The slipperiness from OG coming alive here in the late game along with the tankiness. BZM just TPing into everybody.
BZM just TPing into pretty much where all of Secret is, and they're going to go try and get the... Okay. BZM actually got a little bit low there. The Crystallis needs to get out. They don't have a BKB for him. Turns around, uses that last Dawnbreaker, heals a decent amount. He tries to go pop the ultimate. That's not going to be allowed either. The Lotus Orb isn't going to save him either. He gets beaten down. The soldiers of Amar marching forward. Bulwark after bulwark. Now it's going to be Puppy next. Puppy run. Puppy run. He is dead, and they've caught Zayats as well inside of the arena. The two supports down. 3 heroes dead. One of them with buyback and straight to the throat. OG threatening the tier 4s.
Tipping his old friend Amar, feeling himself this game. Putting on a clinic with this Ags bulwark. God, BZM just bots into a random skeleton there in the jungle too.
Secret, their last hold. They're going to pop the Supernova. Can they keep the egg alive? They're going to try and focus it down. They do manage to do so in time. Everybody from OG focusing on that Phoenix, and now it's nobody's left. There's no more team fight. Centaur's gone. He's going to buy back Nisha. He can maybe do some damage here or there to some supports, but I don't know how they deal with the one and only Amar. 1,600 damage to finish off Nisha. Send him back to their fountain. Send him running, Amar, because OG take game 1.
In stylish fashion as well with their signature Mars. Wow, what a game from OG, just pushing.
Giling-giling, giling-giling, giling yung naman tunaw ang taba.